got a call back from Western, I got a call back from Waterloo, and got a call back from Laurier.
Experience.
Right, so I'm Yafi Asif, and I've been at LetsUnbound for almost a year and a half now, and we're doing currently grade 12 advanced functions, and I'm with Miss Lakshmi, and we've done grade 11 functions in the past, and we're doing grade 12 functions right now, and after that we're going to do calculus and vectors in a bit, and hopefully that goes just as well as this is going right now. Mathematics, I think, to me is very it's an important subject that I think a lot of students find really difficult. It's mostly because they just don't most of the students aren't able to just understand it and take that information and just put it down, because I feel like math's easy. It's just able to put it all down and being able to write the steps and be able to get the answer. I think that's what people are struggling with. And I think if you have a good teacher and if you have someone that's supporting you, I think it's great. And I think I think my opinion on it before LetsUnbound was I was kind of not that good at it. I was kind of struggling with it, and the concepts of it, I think I understood, but just being able to apply it, I think that was the hard part. And I think what LetsUnbound did and what my teacher did, I think she was able to tell me the concepts and made me understand how to do them, made me understand how to apply to them onto the paper, and be able to answer every question without difficulty. And I think that's what a teacher should be able to do, is support the student to be able to answer a lot of questions that are similar to the concept and are able to answer that really well. And I think that's what she helped me a lot. I think it's always going back to the basics, figuring out where the root comes from, instead of just applying it immediately with a formula that you don't really understand. It's best to understand where that formula comes from and where that is. And I think she emphasized it a lot. Miss Lakshmi always emphasized where that formula comes from, because sometimes I would just ignore where the formula comes from and I just wouldn't know how to get to the right answer. But as soon as I figured out, okay, the formula comes from this and it comes from that, then I was like, okay, yeah, now this answer makes sense, and now I know how to get to the answer because I know where that formula is coming from. And I think that's a very important thing that you should be able to know.
What on those lines?
Yeah, I think a lot of trigonometric functions, and a lot of kind of the ones that have a lot of formulas, so the cosine formula and the sine formula. I think that is a big concept that a lot of students find challenging. I still find it challenging, but I think understanding that, okay, the sine formula actually has this and this and this, and it comes from the triangle, because you have to understand the three angles, you have to understand the three sides. And I think that's pretty important. If you just ignore that, it's not that you're just not looking at a triangle, then I think it's hard to just understand. If you're just putting the numbers into the formula, then it's what are you really doing? You have to understand that, okay, you're looking at a triangle, this is what you're looking at, this is what side you're doing. I think that's pretty important. So yeah, that's an example I think that a lot of students can kind of relate to. I think I was always interested in that financial and business world, and I know a lot of universities in Canada, they offer pretty good business programs. So I just looked at whatever gave me the best opportunities, whatever gave the most networking opportunities, whatever in that field. So I looked at U of T, which is really great, has the Rotman Commerce program. I looked at Queen's Smith School, which is a really big business school. I looked at York Schulich. I looked at Western. Ivy school, and I just looked at a bunch of business schools that offered me different things that would help me in the future of getting a job maybe. And so yeah, I applied to around 8 universities, pretty big universities too, and I got a response from already 3 of them. I applied to U of T, York, Queens, Western, Waterloo, Laurier, TMU, and I think that's it. And I got a call back from Western, I got a call back from Waterloo, and I got a call back from Laurier. So yeah, so Western is a top choice for me. Waterloo is a secondary top choice, and Laurier was more of a backup. But Western is a big thing that I think is really, it's a big university that I got into. I'm proud of myself.
Right.
Right. So a lot of these universities they have these supplementary applications, especially when you're doing a big a big program like engineering or architecture or business. They ask you about your leadership skills, about where your skills improved, any clubs, any extracurriculars, how your academics have improved. And I always talk about how I went from a really bad place with math and how I kind of just went up with math. I think, I think it's a really good story to talk about how I just wasn't really that good at math, and then with the help and the support that I got, I started to get really good. And I think that's always something I always put in my applications. And I also talk about my extracurriculars. Like I'm in DECA, which is a business role play, a really big one, a really big business competition that goes through Canada and the US and a lot of other countries. So I'm in that, and I talk about my volunteer experiences too. So yeah, there's a lot of factors like my academics, my extracurriculars that I give to the university so that they can understand me more. I think any student that's like listening, I think that they should just like don't really stress about it. I think a lot of people try to put in their head that it's really like, go, you gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this, gotta do that. But I think you just gotta go with whatever you like. If you like being in a medical club, join the medical club, do it. If you don't like it, leave it. It's okay. Like it's fine to just do whatever you like in school. Find out what you enjoy. Find out what you're really gonna do in university, and it's not even that stressing as people say it is. I think it's more of like that mental fortitude that you're able to have, and I think a lot of students have that. Like sometimes they don't express it, but I think a lot of students are like they know what they want to do and they know where they want to go. So I think an advice is just do whatever you want to do whatever you like, do whatever you want to enjoy. And that will bring up your academics. Like if you enjoy what you're doing, that's going to greatly help your academics. That's what I did. I started to enjoy math. I started to enjoy learning about business, learning about all that kind of stuff. And I think that greatly helped with my academics. So start to enjoy whatever you're doing. I think just like Miss Lakshmi and I, we just really connected like on like, yeah, I know like a student and teacher, like normally they don't really connect, but a tutor service, I think that like we really connected a lot, and I think that's what made like me enjoy math, and that's what made kind of like the tutoring fun. Like in the beginning I wasn't really looking forward to it because it was like, okay, well, just another day, just another time wasting thing. But then I was like, okay, this is really like helping me going, and then I started to enjoy it, and I think just the connection between me and her really helped me enjoy math and really helped me enjoy whatever I'm doing, and I think that's great. Yeah, my connection with her is just really fun, and I like her a lot. She's great. Yeah, no, I'm crazy excited. Yeah, no, I've been at high school for 4 years, and it's been really fun, and I think it's been an amazing learning experience. And I've been with you guys for a year and a half, and I can't wait to enter like a new step into my life, figure out new things, learn more things. And I think this tutor service really helped, and I think high school's really helped me get that attitude, get that like ability to be able to get ready. And I'm just really excited to have that new learning experience. Yeah, thank you guys. Like you guys have been great.